for invalids, gelatin desserts. I mean, she knew what people wanted, and she sold that gelatin. Now, I would like to say we should get Knox gelatin today, but unfortunately, Knox today is made from, factory farmed animals. And that's not something I'm going to endorse. And one of the better products on the market would be Great Lakes. That's widely available. And today we've got some small companies making really superior gelatin and collagen hydrolysate products. So this is really good news for those of us who would like to not only make homemade bone broth, but perhaps supplement with some gelatin or collagen products. Another big topic, cartilage. If you're making homemade bone broth, there's going to be all the globs and blobs of cartilage on those bones. It's not a pick clean skeleton that you're working with. There's going to be plenty of cartilage on there. And the amount of cartilage in your pot of broth is going to depend on what you're starting with. A lot of knuckle bones, a lot of cartilage. If you're making shark's fin soup, the shark's whole body is not bones. That's cartilage. The entire body of the shark is cartilage. You're also going to find bone in your bone broth. And again, the quality of the bone is going to affect its nutritional profile, but generally about 50% minerals, 28% collagen, 22% water, on average. Now, you would think, wouldn't you, that if you're making bone broth, and particularly if you're cooking it for a long time, and like with chicken broth, if the bones are really soft and just about dissolved, you would think you'd have a whole lot of calcium and other minerals in there. And there's a myth out there that a lot of people keep repeating, that if you can't do dairy or you don't want to do dairy, that a cup of bone broth will give you as much calcium as a cup of milk. This is not true. It does not even come close. But there's so little calcium in bone broth. This was really shocking, and the first study I found was a 1934 one, and a very good study. Just because a study's old doesn't mean it's not a good study. 1934 study, very low calcium, but the broth that had the most calcium was the one made with a lot of vegetables.